Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video is being seen and shared. It's Celine Driver once again, bringing you another watch unboxing and review. This is a watch that was loaned into the channel. This was loaned in by my very good friend, Random Rob. He of the Random Rob YouTube channel and the Random Rob Patreon group and the Random Rob Discord group. This is not a Random Rob tour watch. This was just something that he had on his channel that I expressed an interest in reviewing for myself, and he agreed after he was done with it to send it on down my way. And it got here, and I played around with it a little bit, and I thought I'd share it with you. So as you can see, this is a Bulova, not Bulova. God, I hate it when people say Bulova. But, you know, you do you. I'll just grit my teeth. But Bulova. Bulova is a very old watchmaking company, U.S. based at one time, now not so much. They are, of course, famous for the Bulova Accutrons, the electric watches that used a tuning fork to synchronize the watch. The oscillations of a tuning fork predated the oscillations of a quartz crystal. So those watches predated quartz. This is not one of those. This is a modern you almost got me saying it, Bulova. In fact, I believe this was introduced in early 2020. Just slide off the outer sleeve, revealing the inner box, which is already popped open. And, usually this is supposed to be hinged up like that. Anyway, here's the watch. It has, of course, whoops, it wants to roll away. Here's the hang tag. That is the part number, 98A254. And we'll just put that over there. Yep. Comes with a booklet, which, considering how simple this watch is, a booklet is sort of superfluous, but okay. And of course, the little plastic thingy that goes over the crystal, which I'll put back before I send it off to the next guy. And here we have the Bulova. They call this on their website, very unoriginally, the Bulova Chronograph A. Not a very original name, to be sure, but that's what they call it on the website. Most people refer to this as the Surfboard. This is sort of a modern reissue of a previous Bulova. I guess it's called the Surfboard because the area in the middle there in blue, which encompasses the center of the watch and the two subdials, the running second subdial there and the chronograph minute counter there. I'm going to start the chronograph so that you can watch it work a little bit. The chronograph second hand is, of course, that big orange hand right there. But it's shaped like a surfboard, so hence the name Surfboard. Now, Rob mentioned in his video that he gets more of a vintage car instrument cluster vibe from this, and I can certainly see that. But Surfboard is as good a nickname as any. This is a chronograph watch. Inside track, as you can see, is a tachometer scale. So I don't know how to use a tachometer, so wonderful. Adds a nice detail to the watch. It has a bidirectional bezel. It is not really a dive bezel. It's more of a countdown or count up timer bezel. Because if this were a dive bezel, the 10 would be over here, the 50 would be over here. Would go 5, 10, 15, 20, etc. instead of going 55, 50, 45, 40 and being a countdown bezel. That sort of follows with the tachometer scale. And I guess the ability to do countdowns for lap timing or racing or that kind of thing. And while I think this is a very attractive watch, definitely a watch I was interested in once I first saw it, and really is a good-looking watch case. The dial is really, really good-looking. It does have a couple of, for me, nits that would... well, one nit really bothers me quite a bit, but it's easily dealt with, and the other one is something that I don't know if can be dealt with. The one that I don't know if it can be dealt with is this bezel is extremely easy to turn. I mean, no detent at all. No spring in there, no nothing. There's nothing preventing someone from knocking into it and knocking that bezel around and screwing up whatever you're trying to do with it. I mean, it spins so freely that it's vulnerable to knocking. And I gotta wonder why Bulova didn't put in a click spring. I mean, what would it have added to the cost of the watch? 20 cents? I mean, they couldn't find a click spring to fit this case. I don't get it. So I really am bothered by that. I guess I could get over it if I owned the watch, but it would really bother me if I did. The other thing that really, really bothers me and is easily rectified is this, quite frankly, a hideous strap. I mean, I am, as everyone knows, I am a big Florida Gator fan. I love the orange and blue color combination. I have 6 watches that have orange and blue color combinations, which you will see in my upcoming State of the Collection series. I am a big fan of orange and blue. I have actively sought out watches that are orange and blue, but this strap is actually the right color orange if you're a fan of the Florida Gators. It's the right shade. It's just too much. And never mind the fact that it's a rubber strap, and I really dislike rubber straps. It's just way, 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 way too much. And as I said, that's easily changed. This is a standard lug width here, and I could easily swap this out for a blue leather strap or a blue rubber strap or a black strap or something that is a little bit more adult. I mean, this really drags, in my opinion, it drags the watch down into the realm of a kid's watch. Never mind the fact that I'm not the biggest fan of butterfly clasps anyway. And there's another problem right there. The keepers can slide so far down, they'll actually interfere with the ability of the watch to open. I'll give you a wrist shot. And of course, the rubber keepers don't slide very well. And if the keeper slides up while you're trying to close it, you can't close the watch, which I just encountered that problem right now. And then when the keepers slide all the way down there, they don't slide very well, back up to, Jesus Christ. They don't slide back into position very well so that you can use them again, and you end up fighting with the damn thing for 2 or 3 minutes trying to get it on. But there it is. It's on my 7¼ inch wrist. And once you get the watch on, it's comfortable. I mean, it fits my wrist beautifully. It's got very short lug overhang. And it's a very comfortable watch. It's not an overly thick watch, so it can wear very well under a sleeve. But it's just, it's too much. It's too much. I mean, if you're a younger guy than me or a younger gal than me, and you don't mind a big splash of color, you're not wanting your watch to be subtle or more subtle, then this watch is great for you. And I say, well, now that we've let the chronograph run, I'll stop it. And it is a flyback reset on this. Not really, I mean, sort of, but you see it just kind of ease its way around. Like that. And resets. And it resets to 0. It's, the quality of the watch is there, certainly. But the strap is just too much. I would have to change it almost immediately. But that's me. That's my opinion. You all can agree or disagree with me as you like. I have my sheet of facts here, so we can go over the vital statistics that are important to a lot of people. This is, as I said earlier, the Bulova Chronograph A is its formal name. Surfboard is its nickname. Again, there is the part number 98A254. You can find these things all over the place. You can find these things at Joma Shop. You can find these things on eBay. You can find them on Amazon. They're relatively inexpensive watches. Not terribly expensive. And easy to find. 40.5 millimeter diameter. I got that measurement off the Bulova website. 14.5 millimeters thick. Got that measurement off the Bulova website. Could not find anywhere where they listed the lug width, so I measured it at 20 millimeter. And 46.6 millimeter I measured on the tip to tip. That is most likely a true measurement because, as you can see, the strap drops straight down. 200 meter water resistant, or 20 atmospheres if you prefer. Steel case, steel butterfly double push button clasp. Obviously it's a deploy style clasp. No pin buckle on this one. Or actually, would go on this side, wouldn't it? You could probably put one on there if you liked. Looks like a fairly easy retrofit. Steel case, as I said, double dome sapphire crystal. So for the price, getting a sapphire crystal is pretty nice. And inside the watch, which you can't see because it's a solid case, is a Miyota 6S21 quartz movement. It does have a screw-down crown, which deploys with a nice semi-audible pop. And it does hack the movement when you pop it. Oops. There we go. And then you can screw it back down and get your water resistance back. I guess they have really good gaskets on these piston style pushers to get a 200 meter water resistance out of a chronograph. So that's it. I mean, it's a relatively simple 5-hand sports chronograph. 200 meter water resistant, but not really a dive watch because of this bezel configuration. It's not really set up for dive configuration. Even if it was, the fact that you can practically breathe on this thing and spin the bezel so easily, it's not really set up for diving, maybe snorkeling or something where you didn't have to track bottom time or anything like that, but not a diver. But a very good sports watch. I mean, buy a better strap. If the orange bothers you, you can probably pick. I mean, this is a universal strap. Hell, you can put it on a mesh bracelet. You can pick up mesh bracelets on Amazon all day for 30, 40 bucks. Believe me, I've done it. Put it on a universal metal strap. Put it on a leather strap, and just don't take it swimming. Or find a black rubber strap with a 20 millimeter lug width, and you're good. But this thing is too much. It's also too damn big. I mean, look at the size of this tail. It practically wraps up around, almost up to near the top of my wrist again when it's on. So, I would recommend the watch. I certainly would recommend the watch. There's nothing wrong with the watch. It's the bezel is not really conducive to some of what this watch wants to be. And if you can live with that, and you can live with the so bright a blind person could see it strap, then go get one. Other than that, you make the decision. But for me to own this watch, I would own it, but I would make some changes. And I'm going to leave it at that. So, if you like this video, you found it entertaining and informative, I'd appreciate if you click that thumbs up button before you leave. That does help the channel. Clicking the thumbs up or clicking the like button helps with the search algorithms, and it also, the more likes my video gets, and the more likely it's going to be that it will be near the top of any search that my video appears in. Always helpful to draw new people to my channel. Comments, questions, suggestions down below. I read them all. I respond to them all. However, if you're going to be nasty, if you're going to leave links to spam or phishing websites, or you're otherwise going to be a little troll, I'm going to delete your comments so it can't be seen. Then I'm going to block you so you can't be seen either. If you're new to the channel, of course, welcome. I'm certainly glad you're here. Feel free to watch as many videos as you like. Well, before you leave, click the subscribe button for me. And then click the bell icon next to it. That will give you the ability to be alerted every time I upload new videos, or when I go live and do live streams. I do one live stream at least every week at Wednesday, noon Eastern time. I also do other live streams during the week as opportunity and mood afford themselves. So come on by on one of my live streams and join the fun. Otherwise, stay healthy, stay well, stay safe. And I will look forward to seeing you in my next video.